up, y'all? So what it do? Welcome back to the wheat field, y'all. Welcome to you. Let me just slide this back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank y'all so much. Ooh, it's 111. 111. Sunday, January 18th. We coming in a little bit later today. We had a great conversation with our kiddo and had took some time to just catch up and spend the rising talking and visiting, you know, virtual visit. Thank y'all so much for everybody who tapped into the live last night. The active subscriber readings were pretty awesome. I think we had a great time. Oh, oh. I was reading a comment from one of the Wheatfield Barbie. I think she was saying that somebody may have passed over recently. Well, great day to y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate you so much. Today's spiritual conversation, Spirit says, it's something about realizing when, things have worked out towards your good. Like, it's something about realization. Realize that things are working for you. That's what I'm getting. Right? So that's what Spirit is putting. Hey, Joanne. I'm well. How are you, beloved? I hope you're having a great day. Spirit wants us to remember that things are working for your good. Like, things are going to work out for your great. That's what we're picking up. It's giving me, like, my daughter and I were kind of talking about how you don't realize certain things that you go through, like in younger years. Like, she's getting ready to be 30. So we were talking about things that, she went through either in teenage years or young adulthood, like early 20s, trying to figure out life and organize life for herself, and how the things that she went through set her up to be in the mind state that she's in right now, and getting ready to go into this next phase of adulthood. It's like, no more like, oh, just live forever and young and wild and free, and I'm 20 and I don't have to worry about anything, to like really thinking about life and longevity. So it's really awesome to see her in this different phase, and how she goes back and thinks about various different scenarios that taught her, what she needed to be, ready to take the next steps now. So it's almost like when you look back over the last 5 to 10 years and you figure out, like, see how all those lessons and situations and events kind of culminated to give you the foundation for what you're either getting ready to do or working out for you now. It's like sometimes when we go through it, we don't see how it's working out for us, but it is. We were talking about like her leadership skills, critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, all the things that kind of set her up for her next round of success. And it came through a lot of like different events, problems that she had to solve through and struggle through, and mistakes and things that she would be look like, oh shit, mom, I fucked that up. But then we would work it out, and then now she knows better, right? So all that knowingness is preparing her for what's up next. And it kind of got me thinking about the same way, like we continue to go through that in phases of life. And then when you add everything up, you see how it prepared you to either step into your purpose, how you were already being guided on the pathway of your purpose, all of the skills that you need, like this skill mix coming together that's going to support you in this season coming up. Like, it's everything coming together, and you realizing, like, damn, all that shit I went through stacked up, and it led the pathway to this moment. And I'm feeling somebody kind of being like on a precipice, or really either stepping into this space that feels like great and big and like shit, this is what it's been building up to, or you're getting ready to come into that space and be like, this is what everything has been building up to. Grand afternoon, sis. Thank you so much for tapping in. So I'm definitely feeling a couple of different things, like the spirit not only wants to encourage But kind of think about how the things that didn't feel great, that didn't seem great, like these karmic lessons, actually worked for your great. Yeah. See, Four of Wands. It could have been like somebody may have lost home and everything fucking burned down. Losing stability is definitely not a great time. But it's like when you lose everything, it's something about building it back. And when you realize like all the lessons that it takes to recover from like those tower moments, because this Four of Wands in reverse feels like a tower to me. Like whatever was built for stability, it just didn't work out. It's feeling like bombs have already hit. This is picking up after everything has already been destroyed. Like the judgment of, whatever conflict it was. And behind that is Ten of Pentacles, right? So this Ten of Pentacles, whatever this was built up, this stability, is like clash and shit falling down and hitting the judgment. And like what happens when you have to rebuild that up? Do you learn boundaries? Do you learn certain things? What did it teach you? And how did it prepare you for the stability that you'll have? And it's given like the ability to protect that going forward. Like, you know who to work with. You know how to set up a stable foundation, something that's not going to fall. And you only learn that through going through the things. This one. Yeah, see, look. Seven of Pentacles, what to invest in. Steady progress. And we do see worry and delays, right? That could be a thing. And I'm feeling transformation with the butterflies. I did see the Ace of Pentacles that has like a butterfly. So it could represent new beginnings. New beginnings, sowing a new seed, right? Empress is trying to grow back something. It's like trying to balance out the past, make things right. The next time it's done, it's going to be done right. And here's that delay with the Hangman. Like, I need to understand. I need to sacrifice even like how I felt about the past and see it new. See it as something that prepared me for the new. It could have introduced you to your true nature. Like show you the true nature not only of yourself but just like other things, people, in general. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows the true nature of our souls. Awaken me to the knowledge of the eternal. Let me know my true self as consciousness. A lot of shit that we go through awakens us to like just the spirit, our true self, our consciousness, our divine self. Knowing that you are filled with light, knowing that your spirit is eternal and ageless. Let me release any old ideas of constriction or limitations. My whole being is filled with joy, energy, beauty. It is a vessel for the divine, right? Knowing that you are supported. So it's something with the Hangman in a sense of reflection, to realize, to know that everything that was placed in your pathway, it was like the way that you went was the way that you needed to go so that you can grow in the way that you needed to grow. Yeah, so intuition is coming through. We see playfulness, honoring clarity, and relaxation could be a challenge. Yeah, clarity. Change me, divine beloved, into one who remembers in every moment my true self. Love, wisdom, and divinity. Love, wisdom, and divinity. Yeah, and the person that has the ability to be playful, to play with life and the changes of life. Like it's preparing you to be where you need to be, to grow through what you needed to grow through, so that you can know and you can do something new. Yeah, sacred self. I know that I am love. Maybe it is all just to teach you who you are, to awaken you to your true nature, to your true self. And sometimes that's very difficult for us to be like, I went through all these past situations and connections and losses just to be awakened to who I am. Yeah. Sometimes that's just it. It's just so that you can realize and you can create yourself or your vessel, yourself, this temple, and do it in a way where it's solid. Like the foundation of it is strong. So no matter what comes against you, you don't crumble. You continue to stand. Yeah, Seven of Wands. to build up bravery and courage to let you know you can overcome any obstacle and that you can stand your ground. When you start taking account of all the shit that you battled through, you definitely learn to believe in self and understanding that you can and you will get through. Yeah, so you battled through so much shit already. Like, you can definitely get through. You know how to battle. Fighter, impulsive action, someone that has the ability to go on adventures and to explore. And with the hermit and this resonance right here is something with this frequency that is giving me, I don't know if you guys can feel like the energy of it, like the ability to be on this horse and to go forward with passion and drive and ambition and to do it with yourself, like hermit. Like, you don't have to have, I don't know, like an entourage. Some people feel like they can't go. Like, I don't know anybody over there, so I can't go over there. Like, say if you were looking to move out of state. I can't move to Texas because I don't know anybody in Texas. I can't move to California because I don't know anybody in California. Do you have the ability to go with your true higher self, high priestess, hermit, knowing that you have everything you need to do it, to do the things, to go, to have the adventures, to explore, to take impulsive or even inspired action? The spirit says, move over there, go. And you like, yeah, shit, let's do it. And then spirit reveals to you the how, having everything revealed step by step, and you're able to just go and to go do it. And you've been prepared to go by everything that you've experienced. Yeah. I do see Ten of Cups. I see Six of Pentacles. Right, so I don't know if that's somebody who feels like some sort of giving and receiving with family, or if the spirit wants you to give into the thing that makes you happy. Yeah, Six of Swords. What is the thing that brings you peace? And that here's that mental clarity and seeking harmony. And when you lose everything and you have to rebuild it, when you rebuild it, you want it to be solid to stand, but it's like, you know, building with peace and harmony. It's a protective energy that comes with that. Three of Wands and a Four of Wands. Yeah, look, here's that Four of Wands we were talking about. And it's like manifesting stability, calm, peace. And I do feel opportunities coming, arising. So somebody's future, right? Four of Wands and Three of Wands, that's Seven Wands. That's the ability to be able to protect, to defend, to stand your ground, to care for whatever it is that you're creating. So thank you to the Alpha and the Omega for coming in to bring the message. Let it be edifying onto self first and foremost. Let us be spiritually strengthened to bear the yoke you have placed upon our shoulders. Let us overflow. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, dedication, shared vision is coming through. I pray that we are guided towards connections and collaborations with people who are dedicated to a shared vision, to bring stability and to move forward towards new opportunities. I'm so thankful for the experiences that help us realize that everything is always working out for our good, for our great. And we hope that we overflow and that goes out into the wheat field and that they receive it, that they can take account of the past and see how it skilled them up and ready them, prepare them for what is coming. Let them be spiritually strengthened to bear the yoke you are placing upon them. Help them to receive relief from that which they have carried thus far. Help them to transmute all of that energy into lessons so that they can be prepared for what's next, because I feel like something is coming. The moon. It's a hidden truth here, right? It's like breaking through the illusion. I see the Magician here. We are manifesting. This is the year of the Magician. Definitely in the upright, in the deck, right? Like manifesting positive things, peace, stability, creating foundations that could last and stand the test of time, having the bravery and the courage to have new adventures and explore, because I'm definitely getting adventures, a new venture, or exploring something new. And everything you've gone through is culminated in a skill set that will work well for you. So, yeah, I pray that you receive it, you overflow, and we meet in the middle. For clarity, for success and celebration, for the establishment of firm and solid foundations. Hey everybody, Hey, Carvin. Thank you so much from India. Welcome, welcome, beloved. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, I see mystery again that's coming through with the moon resting in the unknown. So the moon talks about those illusions, the unknown, subconscious, the hidden truth, things that we cannot yet see. And that's the mystery, right? You've gone through so much, and it's like, can you rest in the unknown? Can you trust? King of Swords. Can you trust the spirit, even the high priestess, to reveal to you the truth? That you have picked up all this intelligence through all these fucking battles, Nine of Wands, being a warrior, right? And to go on a journey, Eight of Cups. It's given like somebody is going to be called towards a new adventure, and the spirit may be letting you know that everything you've gone through has prepared you to step out and to go forward. And that's even if it's into a place where you don't know anybody, like completely foreign to yourself. It could be within country. So if you are in the U.S., you could be going somewhere within the continental, or even outside of the continental, but still U.S. like Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Guam, something like that. But then again, somebody may be called to the greater globe, like India is in the house. Somebody could want to travel further. We were looking at the fact that like some places like Ghana, if African Americans, when you go to Ghana, they have a program to help you gain citizenship. So if you're looking to reconnect with like the mother continent, then there could be a mechanism for you to go. And you may not know anybody in Ghana, but you may be called to go somewhere by the spirit that will change everything, like change your whole world, right? Change everything. And look, Ten of Cups. But the Four of Cups is behind there, right? A person moving out of country like that, you're gonna feel like maybe am I missing out, or maybe your soul is trying to tell you you are like missing out on something, or you want something, you lack something, you're dissatisfied or discontent about something. It could be where you're at, right? So the spirit may be saying, I'm calling you out to go to this new place. I'm calling you out to have this new adventure. And you may not realize that, sometimes even if you haven't built back, right? So this Four of Wands is in reverse at the top. And we have another one that is upright. When you lose everything, like say being displaced for some reason, you may have the opportunity to go. Like it may have been the crumbling that gave you what you needed to move away from a situation and go on some sort of adventure. You're no longer tied down to this certain thing. So reestablishing means like, do I have to reestablish right here? Could I reestablish somewhere else? Is this not like the perfect opportunity for me to go on a grand adventure and experience another version of me? Like to develop into a truer, more self-aware, self-in-tuned version of myself. Like operating in my true self, operating with my eternal spirit, operating in my sacred energy. And it could be from a complete destruction of something else that allows you to give you the space, the opportunity, the courage, the ambition, the drive, the message, all of it to go, to reestablish. It's out of those places where we feel like everything has crumbled down that we get to rebuild ourselves as something new. And I keep feeling like your divine self, right? We see eternity, deeper union with you. And that's what we're kind of picking up. Change me, divine beloved, into one who understands the true meaning of death. And this is speaking to like that Four of Wands, like burning down some sort of death, ending, change, transformation, as a transformative moment. Transformative moment. I'm seeing transformation and transformative. So both of those words are trying to come out at the same time. But yeah, it's like going from a complete loss of stability to reestablishing stability. And it's like a place where it's shared vision and collaboration, and somewhere that's going to lead you to further advancements, more opportunity. So I feel this almost like somebody celebrating the downfall of this former structure that wasn't stable, right? In order to celebrate the ability to go towards new opportunities, to be more in tune with your true self. And it's oftentimes when we go through these relationships and connections and things that don't work out well, are we being taught who we truly are? Going through hardship shows your character. It develops your principles. What are you dedicated to? What do you subscribe to? Who are you foundationally? And even when foundations get shaken, are you able to rebuild self and move towards peace? Because a lot of people either sit in the rubble, they could sit in despair and depression and not move. Even if you go through those emotions, which are very, very normal when things are just like completely destroyed in tower moments, like your foundation has been rocked, it's normal to go through feelings of grief and depression. But how do you respond to it? Are you able to pull yourself out? Are you working with the spirit? Do you find others who inspire you and help you to grow forward? So we always have a choice. We don't get to choose what always happens to us, but we can choose how we respond to the stimulus. And I'm getting somebody accepting and realizing that all that shit worked towards your great. It's preparing you to go on another adventure. Things you could have been freed from something. So when you look at that tower, like it freed me from something I should not have been in or that I've grown past, and now I'm ready to go forward. It just switches everything for you, beloved. That's what we're picking up. So change me, divine beloved, into one who accepts my body or just self exactly as it is, seeing it as a vessel for love. Do you see the body, the temple, as a vessel for the divine itself, for your divine self, right? And can you have gratitude for not only your physical form, but the fact that the vessel and your spirit are two pieces of the same thing, like your divine self and your physical self, and integrate that. Let me nurture and care for myself in every way. So if you did go through that crumbling, be sure to care for yourself. Allow yourself to go through this mysterious space where you're not really sure where you're gonna go. You feel the adventure, you feel the pull to go out, to go somewhere. Let the spirit kind of guide you. I'm feeling like somebody is going to get divine inspiration. You're going to realize it's something that's going to be presented to you to go and do something new. But I feel like it's something about transmuting the Six of Cups. Like, how do you see it? That nostalgia. I do see kindness as well. Can you look at the past and be like, the kindness that, no, we're not even going to get it. Yeah, the sun, because I was getting ready. I'm hearing the song, God has smiled on me. It's been good to me, is what I'm hearing. The Magician. Again, we just kind of talked about the Magician and the King of Cups. Can you think about like how the Most High or the Divine has prepared you, how it really was smiling on you, how you were protected, how it still had its hand on you the whole time, no matter what you went through. If you under the sound of this voice and you can receive this message, then you know that the Most High God had his hand on you still, through it all. Yeah, never left you. And it's taking you to where you're supposed to be, preparing you for your destiny, for your fate. And it uses change in cycles and to create opportunities, to change the wheel, to build up power, to build up, I'm seeing the electricity, right? It's like powering you up. And it oftentimes uses adversity and adverse situations to teach us, to challenge us, to grow us, to stretch us, to give us the energy we need to go forward. Yeah, Queen of Swords. To teach us, to grow us, right? We see confident, we see logical, we're getting clarity, we're getting intellect, like that truth. True nature, right? So Queen of Swords knows, right? And she knows her true nature. I know the eternal. I've been taught it through all of these lessons where I've been called to reconnect to myself, reconnect to my sacred self. And you see that she's flexible, right? So this Queen of Swords can tend to be viewed as rigid, but she's not rigid. She's flexible. She knows that change, is always constant. She knows how to rest in the mystery of the unknown, because in the Queen of Swords energy, she knows that there's so much more to know. We did see the King of Swords in here, but that's giving me like the spirit of intelligence. With this High Priestess, the Hermit, soul searching, she knows that she can go within and have all things revealed. She knows she's gonna have some haters. She knows she's gonna have to discern, which is why her sword is up. Ten of Pentacles. Ultimate happiness, legacy, and values. She knows to protect it. It's like I went through the shit and I'm coming out knowledgeable. I understand how the past has set me up to go forward, to receive, to have, again, ultimate happiness, legacy, values, everything that you went through. It would see, look, King of Cups. It may have been not only teaching you how to balance your emotions. This could have been a person. I don't know. It's given balancing and harmony, emotionally balanced. Yeah, cautious and powerful, soulful yet mysterious. It's almost like giving like you don't show your full hand right up front. So much to you is still kept under waters until a person has shown you that, yeah, you can reveal all of that. But a part of your fate, I believe, required you to become emotionally balanced, to be cautiously optimistic, cautious yet powerful. It's something about your water energy. I'm seeing the flow, the moon is all giving me water. Page of Swords is something about learning, and what did you need to learn? I don't know if it's just the ability to investigate for yourself, to think outside the box, critical thinking, to discover, to put yourself in a discovery mindset, to be open to fresh ideas, again, becoming flexible. You're not rigid and stuck in any particular belief system, right? You can explore and you can believe based on your own revelations from your soul, Hermit, High Priestess. Yeah, Four of Cups, but I do see a feeling of being discontent, of missing out on something. I don't know if you're guarded, but it definitely feels like, that missing out type of energy. And your soul could be longing for something. Your soul could make you feel like I'm missing out on something. There's more. I feel there's more. Right? Something in this energy, the moon, the mystery of it is calling me to go somewhere. Right? To do something. And I feel like you're gonna go. I feel like it's going to be an opportunity for you to take an adventure, to go somewhere that you have never been and you don't know anybody there. You're going to go with the spirit. Yeah, Empress. Divine feminine, abundance, love, fertility, and growth. Your soul is calling you to grow, to move. I almost get like a Star Trek vibe. And we couldn't even figure out what hat to put on, hence the hood. And it was like, I'm seeing a Star Trek cap. It's giving me like going where no man has gone before. But it's like you going somewhere where you haven't gone before. Judgment. Making a decision. It's like being spiritually awakened to something else. Your soul is calling you to go somewhere else. Do you want this one? Oh, Queen of Cups. And Knight of Pentacles, practical endeavor, long-term plans. And it's something about being responsible and reliable. Protective, compassionate, intuitive. I don't know. Somebody is definitely going through a transformation. I feel your divine feminine energy like Empress, but it's almost giving me like leveling up and maturing in a certain particular element, and I'm feeling the cup. King of Cups, I don't know if you're, I don't know. Spirit, help me. I feel the discontent, the cups. needing to pour into yourself something. That's what I'm getting. And now I'm picking up on the word cautious, cautiously powerful. Like maybe you are trying to, maybe you're overly cautious. You know what I mean? Like it could be a part of that too. It's giving me a sense of hesitancy, right? Like overly cautious. Why are you overly cautious? Yeah, clarity. Needing to know, needing to understand, trying to work something out. And it's like coming to that realization that you can go. Maybe you want to have everything figured out before you go. And you know the spirit don't work like that. Right? It doesn't always show you every step. You know what I mean? It's been times where, you know, we just decided to move from like California to New York. You know, it's like, oh, we're just gonna move, right? And we went. We didn't know nobody in fucking New York. We didn't know anybody there. We were just like, we're gonna go and we're gonna figure it out. We didn't even see the apartment that we rented. We just was like, you know, oh, it meets certain specifications and is within the budget. Fuck it, let's go. And we chose it and we did everything. And when we got there, we were so pleasantly surprised at everything. It was just like, you know, all the needs were met. It was like more than enough. And yeah, it took a minute to establish like a sense of community and awareness and learning how to function in this new environment. But the fact that I had been able to, you know, go from Detroit to Arizona with family, my husband at the time and the kiddos, and we reestablished. Boom. And then we got divorced in Arizona and we ended up moving to California by ourselves. Like, but with the job, and we kind of felt safe because we were kind of close to Arizona. So it's like, okay, and we met people there in community and got married again. Then we fucking left California and went to New York because we married somebody crazy, but you know, that's a different story. But the fact that we kept going through those things made it where if we needed to move around and we needed to reestablish and we needed to be able to just go if the spirit was calling us out, we don't really have that fear of being able to step out. Yeah, strength. And the magician is coming again. So that's the third magician, right? Manifesting something major and the strength that you've acquired over your past journey in the track. When we started looking at thinking about it, even in terms of like parenthood and growing through, you know, raising children, what did the children teach me as a person? How did my mindset and my belief system evolve by raising individuals to be self-sufficient, to be autonomous, to have their agency, to be strong? You know, like what, not just strong in some areas, but to be balanced, like well-rounded people. What did that teach me about myself and my past belief systems? How did I have to grow and evolve and morph to deal with these individual little people who think differently, who feel differently, who express differently, and being able to handle them on their individual level? Relationships that didn't work out. What did it teach me about myself? Those lessons that teach me, like, what do I want? What do I don't want? What do I value? You know, what's important to me in terms of establishing a firm foundation. For one, it taught me that home is where the heart is, and my heart is with me, so I'm always taking home with me. So, like that Four of Wands right here, that's in the upright, happiness, and this, like this right here, shit, we dropped the card. We gotta get it. Don't go away, right? But it's this, you know, my happiness and my joy and being stabilized in that, it doesn't change depending on where I'm at. You know, like home is with me, the heart is with me, and I can roam, I can go, I can wander without feeling lost. Right? I know that where I'm going is so purposeful. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna meet people. I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna have experiences, and those experiences are gonna set the foundation. They're gonna prepare me for the destination. Magician. Right? So, is anybody feeling locked up? Like bound? Eight of Swords? Whether it's mental or whether it's something else, Ten of Wands, is it the struggle? Is it resources? Is it money? Queen of Pentacles. Hierophant is here. So there may be a spiritual message, lovers, connection, balancing your energy, Empress. I don't know if it's somebody else that's sending you dark energy because we are picking up the Wands and the Seven of Swords. So I don't know if it's messaging or energy from past relationships, Six of Cups, right? That is like giving off the energy that you can't go. Like maybe it's robbing you, your thoughts, Eight of Swords, tricking you to think that you can't go, you can't do these things. Like, what does it mean to pick up and leave? Are you afraid of something? Yeah, see, Eight of Swords. What are the thoughts that's keeping you locked up, keeping you intertwined where you cannot go? Shit, we're going to go take this damn sweater off in a second because it's kind of hot. Go get that hat. Judgment. Go get that hat and take this sweater off because, baby, it's getting warm. It's definitely giving, I don't know if it's this Knight of Wands over here that's heating things up. Yeah, judgment to go towards your wish fulfillment, to untie yourself, to look at the Eight of Swords and see what is the limitations. What are the limitations you're putting on yourself and see it clearly. Anything that the Spirit put on your heart like that and your soul won't rest is telling you that it's time to come out, to call you to go somewhere, to do something different, to go. And look, here's the Eight of Cups. Right? It's like, what's making you feel like you cannot go? Right? So it could be like you need to understand resources. Like, again, I use Ghana because it's like, one of those things, man, if I could go back and connect with the home country and the continent, and like, it's always been that thing, like, I think as an African American person, to reconnect to the home continent and even feel like that energy of like, gosh, didn't our ancestors and our people want us to come and get us and make space for us to return, to reconnect? Like, we think about a lot of people who feel displaced and whether or not where they were taken from or where they were removed from, and can they go back? Is it space for them to reconnect to their ancestry and all of that inclusiveness, community, and support? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so to find out that Ghana does have a citizenship program for us, if we want to go back, if you desire that, then it is a mechanism for it. So in that energy, with that principle, the place where you want to go or your soul is calling you to, it could be healing for you. You could connect to that land and the things there, and it just ignites or activates something within you. Especially if it's something that's in your heart and it just kind of keeps calling and lulling, like that longingness is there and that sentiment won't go away. That place could have something activating for you. Particularly, you may take something there with you that you experienced and picked up along the way and have some sort of impact in that space. It's almost giving me the word infectious. Like, you will be infected by it and it will change you, and you may contribute something to that place and you could change it. It's almost like, you need to go somewhere, but it could be, a fear of doing it. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Wherever you are being called to, it's like a collective, collaborative kind of thing. You will gather something from there. King of Swords, that's what the infinite intelligence is trying to say. It's something from the past, though, and the energy, the things of it collectively that have prepared you to go on this new adventure. And the star is saying that your soul is calling you. So let's look at what's robbing you, right? Like, maybe it's your thoughts. Maybe it's the Eight of Swords. Maybe it's like considering whether or not you have the resources or if the pathway has been made, and it's like, yeah. Sometimes you have to let the mysterious things happen and let it unfold and trust that what they're putting in your soul, there's a pathway forward. They will perform it. And don't block it. Don't be resistant, and know that you have the ability to go, to fight, to stand your own. Like, you've been built into a warrior already. Yeah, you have the ability to go. I'm getting Knight of Wands. I'm getting dedication. I'm getting thoughtfulness. I'm getting logic. I'm getting planful. I'm getting steady. You know, very steady. You've learned. Hierophant, that was your lesson. You've learned it, and now you can go. And I'm getting that you have warriors with you, right? You're never going anywhere by yourself, ever. Yeah, Five of Wands. So if that's a conflict, you know, within yourself, or maybe the past conflicts have taught you that you have spiritual help. This one, yes. Yeah, Two of Cups. You're never going by yourself. You have a spirit that is attached with you, that's with you. And not only the Alpha and the Omega, but your higher self is always with you. Your perfect counselor, your perfect guide is with you. See, Knight of Wands, they made a warrior out of you. So when you are getting that inspiration, it's something about being able to settle the conflict and know that you are always protected. See, the Omega is coming through, like Three of Pentacles, collaboration, working together. They're not going to send you anywhere where you would not be, you know, safe, where you can't come through it and face what they would put ahead of you. And it's coming from the regret, the feelings of the past, the things that happened. Because I know Five of Cups and Page of Cups is Six Cups. So it's like transmuting that energy and getting the lesson from that space. Sometimes we discount it. We were getting another analogy today. We were talking to our daughter, and we were kind of thinking about like the shadow, like the sun, right? You are always with your other version of you. Your shadow self is always with you. The shadow side is always there. And to integrate your light and your dark gives you power, right? And she mentioned something about shadows today, and I was cracking up. I was like, because I was just talking about how when I was young, we played with our shadow self. And I used to be so excited for the time of day where the shadow was in front of me, right? So depending on the position of the sun, your shadow is going to be either behind you or in front of you. A certain time of the day, the sun is shining on your face, your shadow is behind you. But when the sun is shining on your back, it casts a shadow in front of you. So it's like, sometimes you're in a certain time of day or a certain position where you have to face your shadow self, like it's literally in front of you. You have no choice but to see it and to walk with it. As you continue to move, the light, the reflection, your shadow is walking with you. You are always together, whether you are paying attention to your shadow side or not, whether it's the shadow is behind you or in front of you. You're never alone. And people may discount the strength and the power that comes from that space. You don't have to be malicious or malevolent to dig into your shadow energy, to integrate it and see how it's an additive. It lifts you up. It helps you out. If you are going through combat and battles and defending yourself, it's like it's rules to engagement, right? You want to be ethical, but you also know how to fight. You know how to throw down. You know how to defend yourself. You know how to be in that warrior energy. You know how to command a room. You know how to speak. You know how to use your tools to get the things that you need without hurting another person, or just like, you are a competitor, you are a danger to me, and I need to protect myself, and I'm gonna do it, you know, by any means necessary, because sometimes it's like that. It's just like that. Me and my daughter were talking about, you know, perpetrators and people being attacked. She had me laughing, y'all, so freaking hard. Because when I say she's a little one, like she's always been very thin, very tall, very thin. For her to be now at like almost 30, at 145 pounds, like she's dealing with like she feels fat. She's like 5'9", right, at 145 pounds. Most people would say that's normal body weight. But if you've been underweight for a very long time, then just to get normal feels weird. It feels odd. And she has to contend with that. So she was walking somewhere and she started to get followed by this man. So she was telling me about her need to take self-defense classes. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And she kind of went through the story and we talked about ways of self-defense that you may not even think that's commonplace. If you're going for a walk by yourself, you put on a lanyard, you got these keys on it, you might have a whistle, you might have your mace on it, something like that. Something to bring attention to where you are, awareness of self, right? Because a lot of people will prey on women who look very small and petite and don't look like they can protect themselves. And we were saying that very recently, like we picked up on a reading where somebody targeted this woman because she was smaller, and she ended up being like mini Bruce Lee, beat the brakes off their ass. And my daughter was saying that, like, I want to be able to defend myself because people will look at me and assume that, I'm an easy target, and I want to be able to let them know it's not that. Like, they will remember me if they try to run up and do something. And so we talked about self-defense and what she could do in the meantime. But this girl said to me, I don't want no man that look like I can't fight him. I was cracking up. Like, most women be like, I want a man where I feel small and all of this shit, and guys would choose women who feel small. She was like, I don't want that. She was like, I don't want nobody that's big and tall and towering over me and making me feel like they could crush me at any second. She was like, I need to look at you and be like, yeah, you do some shit and I will fuck your ass up in here. I think I could take him. I was cracking up like, girl, did you just say I need to be able to look at my man and be like, yeah, I can fight him if I need to? I was like, that's a different way of thinking about it, but it's the truth. Like, you need to be able to look at this person like, if you ever, like, something switch in your motherfucking brain and think that you could come over here, it's not gonna be that. But it is a thing of protecting yourself. So I'm feeling like your spirit team has made a warrior out of you. And again, to integrate that shadow side is not a bad thing to do. Because you never know when you can end up in a situation where that shadow energy comes through and it could save your life, Weed. So, which one would you like? This one? We're getting cooperation coming through, right? And I do feel recharging. Your goal can benefit from surrounding yourself with like-minded people. And we were getting that, like, with the shared vision. I'm feeling emotionally cautious, but I'm feeling like a shared vision that's underneath here. The Three of Pentacles. People that you could share a vision with. And we even talked about that, like, sometimes you are thinking that you know people, right? And that you guys are moving in the same direction. And they just, it's full of smoke, or they change, right? They try to take your kindness for granted. Yeah, wounds. See, look at all those wounds. Withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem that cripples action. And that's what we were getting with the Five of Cups and the Page of Cups, right? Like, how do you see the past? If it's wounds from the past, can you realize that, when you get a wound, you fall and fucking scrape your knee, you break your leg, like something like that, it teaches you a lot. But it's really like you get beat up and you realize either you learn how to fight, right? And if you learned how to fight, you learn this warrior spirit. You learn to, this fire, this ignited, like all of this energy, even if it's the impulsivity, even if it's the rage, the heat, all of it that's intertwined in the Knight of Wands energy, it comes to, I just feel like it serves you. It will help you. If you learn how to manage both sides of that energy, it helps you. There's nothing wrong with being able to use that impulsive energy to take off and go and act on something. And even accept whether it worked out well or not. To battle through it. To meet the competition. To meet the energy of the next battle. To the next phase. I don't know why I feel like battle energy, but it's almost like within self. Like competing with self. To stretch yourself to your highest self. Like, you don't compete with anybody but you. And it's something about that shadow energy of being competitive and the ability to go for it. Again, the impulsivity to just break out and burst out and move, like to be ignited, right? That is a very positive thing. And if you can temper that side of you, like be not just cautiously optimistic, but cautiously impulsive, if that makes sense. Like, I'm about to run across the street, you take that quick glance and go, boom. You're not just going to take the fuck off across the street and get hit by a car, but it's like that quick glance and boom. You're able to move very, very fast, is what it's picking up, what it's giving. And now we see feeling overwhelmed. So wounds and being overwhelmed in the past. Hard work, the hard work we love can leave us feeling burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. And I'm recalling this Four of Wands down here that is burnt out. So it could be competing interests with other people, the inability to work together, to collaborate, that burnt down some sort of foundation in the past, right? And now you're free to rebuild and even understand that home is always with you. Yes, you can start again. You can. You can start from where you are. And it's like examining the situation and being able to take the chance. And that's what I was getting. Like the Knight of Wands says, I can take the chance, I can go. But it's like that examination too, where you are, and then take the chance. So it's not like a frivolous risk. It's not like so impulsive that you just throw caution to the wind. No, it's balance. It's a different type of energy. Where would you like to go? You want to write something? Is it in a book? I feel like it's something in a book. This one? Oh, look, Heaven and Hell. Wow. So that's right here. Do you want to get the cards? No? The book. Okay. Oh, the Generous God. We are getting... I don't know. It's the name of the card. It's number 25, which is 7. So this is where they took us to. So let's see. We got to read it because we don't be down in this book very often. Spiritual wisdom. Spiritual wisdom versus black magic. Look at that. Can you see that? Spiritual wisdom versus black magic. People born under Nithaya receive revelations from him in dreams. So a dreamer has recently been coming through. Pay attention to your dreams. Sacred sleep has been coming out. It says receiving wisdom, discovering the truth of hidden mysteries. And the moon is down here, right? It definitely said the hidden truth is right there on the bottom of the card. Hidden truth. We also have the card that says to rest in the mysteries, right? Mystery. So it's definitely, really coming together. And somebody don't like that that the way the spirit put the cards out, that shit gets sloppy. The spirit read how they read. Every intuitive messenger is different. Life gets sloppy. Anybody could, some people are very OCD about their cards. It's got to be lined up in a certain way and this, that, and the other. The spirit places the cards where they place the cards and shit build up. Sometimes they start from the corners and work their way in. They may feel it in how they're giving us the channeled message, and it can turn out sloppy. We have tried to be one of those very detailed and structured type of messengers where it's like, oh, it's neat, and let's do a spread, and let's do a cross of truth, and all this stuff. It's not that for us. We are not a tarot reader. We are an intuitive, we are a channeled messenger. So the message gets channeled through us, and how they place it is how they put it. And for somebody, if that bothers you, I understand. I may not be your flavor of tea, and that's fine. And I appreciate you for coming through. But if you guys are okay, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter, basically. It says, people born under Nithaya receive revelations from him in dreams. He gives wisdom, discovers the truth of hidden mysteries, which we just saw is already on the table, right? And governs occult sciences. And the occult, to me, is giving you learning about your true nature, like the God within. Yeah. See, the spirit gave you your spread in a dream. Yeah, they tell you how to do it. It's not like it just comes out like sometimes in the beginning of the book it tells you this is how you use this deck of cards. But spirit doesn't buy that. They buy it for the fact that it has messages that they want to convey, even if it's a visual, and they use it how they want to use it. The book don't tell them how they what they do with their cards, basically. It says you could be a soul guardian of those born between 8 and 8:20 a.m. So if you were born between 8 and 8:20 a.m., I think I was born at 7 something in the morning, which is weird. But yeah, this could be a soul guardian, right? A moral guardian for people who are born through April 13th, June 24th, September 4th, November 15th, or January 26th. And January 26th is coming up. Today is what, the 18th or something like that. So, yeah. And it's a physical guardian for those born between July 18th and July 22nd. So it is associated again with this Cancer zodiac sign is right there on the cusp towards the end. Yeah. So I don't know. Servant of those born through July 18th and July 22nd. So this could definitely be significant. It's known as the 25th spirit. It's a mighty president and earl who shows himself in the form of a dog with wings. So that could be significant. Somebody could definitely like dogs. He teaches all arts and sciences and is an author of bloodshed and manslaughter. See, it's giving that fucking fighter energy. Right. If you felt like you wouldn't be protected to go to a whole nother land, know that you got a fucking warrior with you. Right? Wow. I will praise the Lord with my whole heart and show forth all of thy marvelous works. And this is not praising this entity. This is you saying to the Alpha and the Omega. I will show forth all of their marvelous works. So again, being a vessel onto the Most High and allowing them to work through you, to use you, to tap into your eternal self, your true nature, right? Where your sacred self is now operating within you. Yeah, it says he teaches all things past and future. And it was something about realizing the energy of the past and how it prepared you for your future. If desired, he can cause the love of both friends and foes and can make both become invisible. He has under his command 36 legions of spirits. So 36 legions, not 36 spirits, but 36 legions of spirits. So the amount of protection that comes with, this guardian, spiritual wisdom, and it definitely can combat any black magic or anything that's being thrown at you. And it's legions that are with you. So you walk with a legion of spirits. You are never by yourself, ever. And this Knight of Wands to the Five of Wands could definitely be that with you is a whole bunch of other fighters just like you to protect you, to help you with any fucking drama, any competition. It's like you are so protected you may not even realize it. Yeah, now we have Hamaya, number 38. 38 does break down to 11. We see ritual and ceremony versus falsehoods. So let's see. Hamaya may be asked to help acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. This angel will protect you against fraud, weapons, wild beasts, or infernal spirits, and governs all that relates to God. Sole guardian of those born between 12:20 and 12:40 p.m. Moral guardian of those born on April 26th, July 7th, September 17th, November 28th, or February 8th. So those dates could be significant. And it is a physical guardian of those born between September 21st and September 25th. This is the 38th spirit. It says, who appears in the form of a stock dove. So birds or doves could be significant, and speaks with a hoarse voice. So somebody could actually, that throat chakra has really been coming through for us. So that's a thing. His office is to build up towers and to furnish them with ammunition and weapons to send to soldiers to appointed places. So this could be somebody that is holding up like your spiritual tower for wands, and from that place they store up the ammunition that 25, their 36 legions of spirits, may need to access in order for them to defend you, beloved. That's kind of what we picking up. Right? It sends to soldiers to appointed places wherever, and he rules over 26 legions itself. Shit. That's what 62 fucking legions available, serving to those born between September 21st and September 25th. But it's something about a falsehood, and I don't know if you are in battle with somebody else. You know, it could be some sort of other spiritual battle that's behind the scenes that's related to you. But I feel like you're very protected, and like shit, even if those two entities are like there's something coming against you, if somebody has a storehouse, a tower to come against you, and they send out their 26 legions, your protector has 36 legions. So you fucking outpace they ass by 10 whole fucking legions of spirits. You're good. Yeah. And now we have number 58, the mental force and that clarity. See, the mind and you being clear. And that queen of fucking swords that's down here, judgment, her sword is out. She's right here, right? Judgment, clarity, ace of swords. And you are advised by the infinite intelligence itself, the king of swords that's right here. Oh, intelligence is all on your side. Absolutely. You are protected by these angels. Now I gotta see how to say his name. I think their name is Ialel, or something like that. It sounds, it would say Ialel. So those born under this energy are distinguished by bravery. That's the Knight of Wands. I can't make this shit up, right? So just think. It says bravery, boldness, and passionate are passionate for Venus, and Venus is divine feminine energy. Right? So it's like bravery and bold and passionate protects against sorrow. Whatever happened in the past, and 5 of Cups to the Page of Cups, that's like an injection of love to help you heal from it, right? It protects against sorrow, heals the sick, especially afflictions of the eyes, and influences iron in those in commerce. So it's definitely something about the ability to see. So I don't know if you have something going on with the eyes or something with the blood in terms of iron, but it's definitely, you know, a person or entity that protects against sorrow and healing you from any sickness. It says this is a soul guardian of those, again, born between 7 and 7:20 p.m., a moral guardian for those born May 16th, July 27th, October 7th, December 18th, or February 28th. February 28th has showed up twice, so just to call that out. It's also a physical guardian of those born between December 30th and January the 3rd. It is the 58th spirit, and 5 and 8 does break down to 13, which breaks down to 4. We're just going to call that out. It says Amy or Agnes is a great president who appears at first in the form of a flaming fire. Flaming fire, this fire energy. And we are in the year of the horse, and ever since this energy has come in, the year of the horse, the Knight of Wands has been so prominent. I think they come out nearly in every freaking read. And if you pay attention to tarot in general and listening to other messengers, you will probably see them talk about the Knight of Wands energy. It's something about this that's giving me bold, and balancing that impulsivity with caution. Is like cautious impulsivity. And like your fire is ignited. It's like you're gearing up to go. But it's only one person that rides this horse. And with the Hermit High Priestess, it's telling me, it's calling you to go somewhere, like break out on your own to extend. Now, if you're a person that has a kiddo, of course you throw the kiddo on the back of the horse, we going together. But it don't feel like a whole, like, this is, I'm taking a partner with me type of thing. It is a you thing. Even if you don't leave a relationship, you're still traveling in this soul development, your passions, and starting new things. It will be relative to you and your purpose specifically. So it says his office is to make you wonderfully knowledgeable in astrology and all the liberal sciences. So somebody may need to get into their birth chart. You may need to start tracking or charting astrological events and seeing how they may affect your energy, how you work with those energies. I literally just told my kiddo today, like, you follow the phase of the moon. Like, we can tell where you're at, right? Because shit, you can be so bright and vibrant like this right here, but shit, we can see your energy wane and wane and wane until it's dark, new moon, and it's like, leave that little chick alone. And then we can see the light start to return, like as you start to wax and brighten back up to the full moon. And she was just laughing her head off, but she's a Cancer. She's a July Cancer, early July, and she definitely follows the phase of the moon. So you could be a person where you may, it could be sun energy. Like, where is the sun in terms of like the months of the year, right? It gets colder in the wintertime. The sun isn't like super high or it's not super hot. So you may not feel in the wintertime like, oh, I'm ready to break out and do some shit. You may want to rest. You may want to relax. You may want to, you're gathering your strength, until you reach the height. So it's all about what astrological body you may be attuned to follow that frequency or understand yourself in relation to a grander cycle. Yeah, he gives good familiars and can expose treasure that is kept hidden by spirits, and also governs 36 legions of spirits, a servant of those born between December 30th and January 3rd. So if you are, I think that's Capricorn energy, right? So your mental clarity, your force, like, is definitely going to be a big thing, and understanding yourself in a whole deeper way. Like, astrology and even liberal sciences. Like, sometimes when we break down sciences, it helps explain things in a different type of way. It's almost given like metaphorical, where you can use the principles and apply it to pretty much anything. So definitely a lot of hidden truth to be revealed onto you. How you've been prepared to fight, how you've been prepared to go, how you've been prepared to like temper and balance out your energy, cautiously impulsive, which could seem weird. The fact that you have so much protection and coverage with you. You have been overwhelmed in the past by wounds and shit, but it's given even when you were overwhelmed, you were spiritually guided, because 11 is spiritual guidance coming into alignment, and it is the number 2, balancing your energy, emperor energy to empress energy. And how do you marry that? Like, how do you marry it? How do you marry your light and your dark? Understand that your shadow is always with you. As long as the sun is shining on you, you will cast a shadow. And that shadow could be behind you and you just don't see it and you don't deal with it. And how do you react when the sun is shining on your back and now the shadow is cast in front of you? And you have to face that shadow side of you. How do you receive it? Are you stabilized enough to rest in the mystery of the unknown when you don't get what the spirit is doing? Are you able to trust the lull, the longing where it's pulling you to go somewhere that you've never been, you don't know anybody? Do you have the courage, the ability to get up and go? Can you recognize how everything in the past, sometimes the crumbling and the releasing, is making space so you're not tethered to anything, so that you can go to where your soul is calling you? Can you see that it is laying the foundation, the steps in front of you to follow to meet your destiny, for your fate? It is an opportunity that is arising. And if you can accept just that moment and that principle, then you will be able to follow it. And it's given all the way, knowing that you're not by yourself. You are never alone. As a matter of fact, you have so much support with you that It would probably blow your mind. Look, Queen of Swords. There she is. And she's on the upright. She can see. And what's in her lap, I don't know, but it's giving me like crystal ball energy. Like she's sitting there with like her crystal ball in her lap, you know what I mean? And it's revealing. High Priestess. She knows. And she's looking at the sword like examining the truth. I don't know. And it's something about not getting her freaking hands dirty because these white gloves she got on is giving me like purity. The other one, her gloves are dark, right? So she, and look at the seeing that her crystal ball is black. The sword is enough. She's not looking for truth. And it's something about the truth. I don't know why. She feels like she's young. Like it's invigorating. It's vitalizing or revitalizing. Yeah, Seven of Swords. And it's on the light side. It's like leaning her to strategy. Like she understands some things. How do these things work for me? How do I use them to change? How do I use them to harvest? Because I see there's leaves on the ground next to the swords. How do I use them to harvest? This is fall. This is change energy. This one. This. Thank you. Look. Look. Justice. And it's on the upright. What? You talking about being able to make the righteous decision, everything working out well in the end. Exactly what it's supposed to be. And I see her heart is embedded in this wall, and I've never noticed that. Wow. I don't know what that is on the other side. It's a heart right here. Look right here. It's embedded in the building. And it's kind of almost, now that I'm not hearing like a heart, it's something about your vessel, the house of love. And you've learned that it doesn't take much to build it up. That song keeps coming through, right? It's like the Four Wands. That was the home. And it being burnt down like to shambles. What if that was your heart? Like having your heart singed and burned and like just feeling like it was destroyed, right? Only to have to build it back up with this one right here. This Four Wands. Like the heart is the house of love. The Four Wands. And once you learn that your heart is the house of love and you get to the point where this judgment, the clarity, the strength, the steadfastness, the Nine of Cups, the promise being kept, all of it, you know, now you see that that heart is solidified. It's like built in that house of love, justice. And with that sword, especially with this Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords on the upright, like you know. You have learned so much. You are prepared, right? We see Page of Cups, something in the past, like that bitter shit. You don't accept that no more. Look, the Ace of Swords is on the upright. You are clarity, and especially like relationships. I got to cover up their business. But the Lovers is on the upright. Right? Knowing when things have been favored by the Most High. You don't seek, you know, vanities or anything like that. You can tell when people are uncooperative, they're not gracious, they're not giving, where maybe they only just want money. You have successfully moved past all of that. And if this was a situation with a person in the past that did not give to you, right, it could be Emperor that was just a negative. Like, they could have been a fucking manipulator, but you learn that. Yeah, they gonna get their motherfucking karma. That shit is dark. They're gonna get their karma. Like, justice is here for you in the end. So if you are struggling with, like, you know, understanding and realizing how did this shit work out for you, it untethered you so that you can go do something completely new. There's something here. This one. I'm hearing last card. Wow, Two of Wands. And it's on the dark side. So it's given like you did not understand how the things that happen, the slip-ups, the falling down, the crumbling. And again, we got that, right? Didn't we say when you fall down and you get wounded? Because look, they definitely are taking a fall. that shit is crumbling. It's a misstep. They're gonna fall down and wound themselves. Withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem that cripples action. But the fact that you could take a lick and get the fuck back up because your spirit team has helped you heal from it, no, you know that you can take a fall and get back up from it. And it's all about how you get back up. Back up on the horse, having been victorious, 6 of Wands over any competition, and that's even your past self. Like you did it. The past taught you how to battle, how to stand, how to trust, how to integrate, how to marry, and how to move forward. And I'm hearing acceptance. Like I'm good. Like when I look back, I can not only am I good, but I can celebrate it. Like shit, we went through some motherfucking battles, but we fucking made it. I don't know why I'm seeing this person right here, because each one of these cards are not the same. This one's kind of giving Temperance Angel or like Aquarius energy, like with the water pitcher, and they're just pouring it out. But look at this guy when we said we were battling. Like it taught you how to be a warrior. Look at that indigenous energy. Fucking with that damn bow, pointing. It's like, yeah, you can take aim at some new shit, some future shit, and know that you can go get it. You're strong. You can start again. You can start right from where you are. Right from where you are, looking, pointing, examining the situation, and then taking a chance going forward with a lot of passion. Look, precision and passion. It will take passion, Knight of Wands, for you to push through self-criticism, 8 of Swords, to get to a place of confidence that you definitely can do it. The desire to do things precisely is useful as long as it does not divulge into rigidity. And we said that you were not going to be rigid because we could see your flexibility. Being into your sacred self and understanding to how to be strong but not rigid, not devolving into rigidity. You still have flexibility in your mindset, and we said that with the Queen of Swords. She looks for truth, but she's not absolute. She knows that there's more things to be revealed onto her. And as long as she stays focused on those revelations, changing something, but revelations and being flexible, she's gonna go all the way. She's always looking for guidance. She's always accepting the truth, dealing what is, what is it? Not what she wants it to be, but what is it? And how does it help me in my decision making? How do I strategize? 7 of Swords. How do I use it for our highest benefit? Anything on Gaia, you learn the lesson, you can use it. Even as false, fake ass King of Pentacles, even the missteps, right? This shit. How do you use it? How do you flip it? You flip the energy. When you understand how to make shit right and flip it, it's like somebody turned on the fucking lights. And I feel like somebody's lights are all the way the fuck on. Like all the way on. It's something with that other side. This other person, whoever that person is that hurt you, they're gonna get the shit though. So you don't have to worry about it. You stay on your truth and clarity, and they're, look, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. It's giving like wish fulfillment and just staying steady, like it's just gonna continue to roll in. You know, for somebody, this may not look like, oh my God, I'm so filthy rich all at one time. It could just be a life of where no matter what the fuck is going on, the abundance flows in so you can take care of what you need to take care of at the time you need to do it. And that's just all you might need to do. See, this Knight of Wands definitely coming through and affirming itself, right? It's giving breakout energy. It's giving like, I don't know why I just keep feeling like taking a chance. These don't go together. It feels like you are ready to take a chance and go somewhere. And it could be like, I don't know, a mix of things, because I almost feel like I wasn't even paying attention to how I was mixing things up. like the not so obvious combinations, or just not paying attention to how things came together. Yes. It's given like not paying attention to how things came together. Like if it hadn't have been for this, then this wouldn't have happened. Right? Sometimes it'd be like that. If I didn't go through this, then I wouldn't be here. If I didn't go through the heartache and the pain, I wouldn't have been awakened to my purpose. Thank you, Spirit, for taking out that card that did not belong. Four of Swords. I wouldn't have learned how to meditate. If I didn't die, I wouldn't have learned how to do this. I wouldn't have had a different experience. Right? Sometimes it's those tragic moments, you know what I mean? Like where you see life completely different because of something completely tragic. Right? Oh my gosh, I was so sick, and I was in a coma for months. This is not me, but I'm feeling like somebody's energy. Like, if you weren't in that coma and you didn't experience what you experienced in a different level of consciousness, would you be awakened to what you know? Hangman, would you be awakened to what you know now? Probably not. Would you have the confidence, the ability to do what you need to do? Justice? Probably not, right? Four of Cups. Where's your soul calling you? Right? Empress. Where is Empress calling you? Omega, Alpha calling you. Three of Pentacles. To work, to collaborate, to do things new, to allow new combinations. Thank y'all so much for sticking in. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do see freedom. See, the clarity is like sometimes you go through this shit just to free you so that you can actually be yourself. You can actually meet your destiny. And if we hold on to the low vibrational sentiment over the past, not accepting it for what it was, no matter the hurt, the pain, the tragedy, the feeling overwhelmed, how did all of that prepare me? How did it build me? How did it, give me the understanding that my heart is with me, like home is always with me. So when this shit happens, I can see it as a freeing event. It was something that came to free me from something that either was expired, it shouldn't have been, it was false, it was fake. It was something about it that just wasn't built to stand. Clarity. Like, did it grow your intuition? Knowing that the Most High God finds a way? Like, no matter what the obstacle, change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer all major decisions to you. That could have been a thing. Like when I went into this foundation, did I ask the Most High God, was it ordained? Was it something that I was supposed to do? Was it righteous? Was it just? Was it built on a foundation that was designed to stand? Or did I enter into something for a different reason that had it set on a false foundation, and therefore I understand it would have never stood because it was built on a false foundation? And what's built on a false foundation cannot stand. When the adversity comes, when the storm comes, it will crumble. It will fall. So you learn. Let me trust you're always guiding me in the right direction. Maybe it was trying to guide you away from something that you shouldn't have been in. Maybe you made the decision without tapping in. And therefore it teaches you to tap in. And that's part of the thing we learn. May I always remember that if something is meant to be, out of no way God finds a way. If it was meant to be, it would be. If it is not, then we accept the fact that it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be. Because what's for me is for me, and it will not pass me. Page of Pentacles, I understand that now. Like I've been given the lesson. We had to study on that. Nine of Cups, that's like wish fulfillment. The Most High God will find a way. It will make a way. Eight of Wands, it will accelerate you when it's ready to. Four of Pentacles, it could have been teaching you how to guard yourself, to guard your energy. Ace of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, wait for the Most High God to tell you the right action and the right pathway and where to sow your seed in your energy. That way you don't get delayed and you can always be working in the right way, sowing seed on good ground. And one of the right things to do is to always sow into and invest into you. You, the vessel. You want this? This? Yeah. Ten of Swords, right? It's like, so you don't betray you. When you sow into you, you are always sowing on good ground. You are always building up a solid foundation for yourself. So even if you do experience a difficult ending, it taught you to fortify self, to fortify you. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Are you working with, collaborating, dedicated to you? Do you and your higher self have a shared vision? If your vision of self, the ego, and the vision of your soul are different, then how do you bring yourself into alignment? Right? Are you aligning with you before you try to align with others? Because you stand in alignment with yourself, you will not betray you. You're not going to be lying to you. You can accept your whole you, which means you accept the truth of you. And once you stay in that space, you could discern other people when they're lying to you. You could feel their energy and their vibe. You can discern, is that somebody I'm supposed to align with? And Spirit might say no. And that's a part of the past. What did it teach you? To invest and to sow in, to learn, to study, to carefully plan for you. Four of Wands. I told you, you are the house. You are the building. You are the vessel. And to fortify yourself, the strength, fortitude, fortify you through the act of learning resiliency, self-discipline, self-dependency, not hyper-independence, right? Not codependence, the ability to be interdependent, and internally, inter is giving me internally dependent. Your hermit, your your high priestess, self-guidance, self-referral system. Doesn't mean that you cannot accept outside information, that you cannot contemplate, that you don't study, that you don't consider, right? But you know the decision is coming from within, and it's everything to continue to fortify self, and you being the solid foundation. That could be the journey for somebody that's going to change everything. It will change everything. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Thank y'all so much for sticking around. I appreciate it. I pray that the message gave you some inspiration. It's really like reconciling and realizing how our experiences of the past has set you up for your future, taught you to fortify yourself, your destiny. Like, things are getting ready to change to a Wands, and it's given planning. And so when you are planning, make sure that you are aligned with yourself. Your soul, your heart, mind, and spirit are all in alignment. That's Three Pentacles, those three energies. Your soul, your heart, and your mind are all in alignment. And it's definitely the past. Again, look at that. They just threw these two cards right out this deck. It is something else that we just picked up in here that don't belong. What's that? What's this? Yeah, the Two of Cups, aligning yourself. What's this? The Star. Yeah, align with your soul. Yeah, this one, yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, juggling. Don't juggle between two energies. Change, adaptation, align yourself. How do they marry? How do they support one another? Right? The Star, how do they support one another? They're not in opposition. Seven of Swords. If you understand that, it's not just deceit and lies and unworthiness, it's strategy. How do you use the knowledge of this shit to protect yourself? You went through it, so shit, you learned it, now you can understand it. You know when a person is coming at you with bullshit, and it's because you went through the shit. Six of Cups. You know, High Priestess, and letting your spirit tell you, the Hermit, when they on bullshit, because you went through it. That's how the past prepares you for today, beloved. Can't nobody come in and just tell you the same old nonsense. It helps you make decisions. And look at that fucking arrow. Didn't we say that warrior type of spirit? Decisions. Perfect actions are shown. What are you supposed to do? Listen to your soul. Help you. Burdens, I accept your help. Change me into one who can offer all decisions to you. May I trust during times of transition that the perfect actions will be shown. Grant me the patience to allow events to line up as they need to. And that's even the burdens, the things that come against you, because they're coming to do what? Again, to strengthen you. So release the attachments, knowing that everything is always working out for your highest good. It's always working out for you. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscribes. People who are setting that notification bell so you know anytime we go live. This your girl Lati here. We are a channel messenger, a spiritual reader. The Alpha and Omega bring the message. It can start slow like that old school Crisco. We got to get it out the can and into the pan, but they come through and turn the heat up. Who does? The spirit, because it's not us. It's not. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? They get to cooking. We don't never really know what they're going to be cooking up. So we have to wait for the ingredients to come together, for things to shape up. And it's always good. It's edifying for the spirit. So that we can be strengthened and bear the yoke that's on our shoulders, beloved Ace of Cups. Right? Pure love. Miracles from the Most High God. Right? Spiritually awakening. I pray that you overflow. And we meet in the middle. Look, 3 of Wands. For more opportunities. For all the greatness that's coming. I pray that you have everything for the plans. Like, just stay hopeful. I'm feeling revolution with that moon. Something with the revolution. Revolution keeps coming through. I don't know what it is with revolution. I'm hearing, there's an army rising up. So it's definitely something. People with this free spirit, like being unafraid. Yeah, there's something unfolding. It's something that's happening. I feel like people are facing and understanding that just because you are afraid of something doesn't mean that you can't face it with courage. It's definitely a time. Look, see, 4 of Cups. The ability to face the things with courage, because you know the Temperance angel is with you. Legions and legions of angels. I feel there's an army rising up. I'm getting Michael. For some reason, it's giving me a protector, like of truth and clarity and intelligence, to give us revelation of what the real is. It's giving next level revelation. Yeah, we finna get something, beloved. The 6 of Pentacles. It's something coming in. Ace of Cups. I can't make it up. It is that spiritual awakening. It's that spiritual arising. Something is awakening. Something is arising. I keep getting this word. And whatever it is definitely coming out the spirit. Queen of Cups. 2 of Cups. This is all, oh wow, spiritual essence, the flow. I'm feeling something with the waters. I don't know. Yeah, see the waters. Ooh, 6 of Swords, moving towards peace. Air energy is like clarity and knowingness, moving forward towards peace, away from the conflict. It's like the 3 of Wands is saying that the boat needs to move, but this right here is unanchored, it's untethered, it's free, it's moving forward. That's what we feeling. A whole nother cycle, and for somebody, it is gonna be good. Queen of Pentacles to the Justice. Look, it might have been a delay, but maybe you just needed to see how the past shaped up and prepared you for this moment. Ooh, it's something coming up. It's something rising up. Ooh, and I feel it. I feel it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for just allowing me to channel the energy, how the spirit brings it up, and being so receptive. You know, we're not the average tarot. I told you, it's something rising up. It's something coming up. There's a stirring. There's an energy in the waters is what we're given. Right? It's something with this. It feels like if something was slowed down, I don't know if, you know, there's an energy returning because it's like coming in. I don't know. It could be your energy returning. 6 of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups. It's something being sent back or given back. Almost rising up. It's given from the depths. You could be just really about to birth something. It could be coming from the Alpha. It could be the plan. See, this is the winner. This is the space for us to plan, to think, to consider. She's not looking at the globe that's been catching me. She's looking out further. Not just here, but it's bigger. It's bigger. It's bigger. It's cosmic. Thank you all so much again. To the next now. I love you so much. Let's just say hey. Hey, Veronica. Hey, sister. Yes, that's your boo. That's your spiritual boo. Michael showing up in the read. That protective type of energy. Latricia, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you so much, beloved, for coming by, for sharing space and time. Thank you so much. Blessings. Hey, beloved. And Nuwaki, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. Wow. You guys were so active today. I appreciate you so much. Veronica, that book, that Heaven and Hell one, that's interesting because I love how they kind of display that undercurrent on the other side. So with spiritual force, there was also something in that card that said like black magic. So be careful of people who are praying against you. We've been picking up the tongues, right? Like people who are speaking against you. Be prepared, like, for a lot of religious persecution. We have been picking up that so heavy. Like people who feel the need to pray against you and to cast you down and to bind your gifts, right? They don't think that you should be able to operate on using your clear seeing, your mediumship, your clairaudient, stuff like that. It's like they feel like they can speak in tongues, but they don't always follow their own rules. So I've seen people who are online and they speak in tongues and they don't have an interpreter, right? Their book that they follow will tell them how to exercise their gifts, but they don't always follow the rules. And so then they want to get mad at you because you exercise your gifts in a way that their book says that they can't. So it's like picking and choosing when they're right and when they're wrong, but they definitely will persecute you. And we've been picking up that energy. Again, people who come to the space we know is true because they'll tell you need to turn around and you need to repent or you need to subscribe to this, or they bind up the devil and shit like that. So be careful, always keep yourself protected. Hey, James Flooring, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jaded Green Eyes, thank you so much for coming through, beloved. Joanne, thank you so much. Red Star 7311, thank you. Serena, Brittany, hey, beloved, thank you guys so much for tapping in. Miss Monica, thank y'all so much for coming through. She is, sis, thank you so much. Oh, wow, Carvin, thank you so much. Oh, you can always share your tarot experiences. That's what the collective is here for. So thank you so much for joining us all the way from India. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. My goodness, guys, this has been a wonderful read. I hope you guys got something out of it. Yeah, Veronica. What blessings you said? I had a social worker that asked to pray for me, but she spoke in tongues and it freaked you out. Yeah, it would. Because a person speaking in tongues, they don't have an interpreter, so you don't know what they're praying for. You don't know what they're speaking over you. You just don't. And they're not supposed to do that. It is against their doctrine to speak in tongues without an interpreter. It clearly says it in their doctrine, but they don't follow it. They don't. Like, they'll say that, Saul went to go see a prophet so that they can get advice, and the prophet was never wrong. The prophet is a seer. It's the same thing. They just replaced the word seer with prophet, but it's the same type of individual. And that prophet, always gave good advice, and whatever they saw came true. And so they speak about going to prophets. They speak about using runes and different types of crystals in order to, as divination tools. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, don't do this and don't do that. Why? Because you don't want people to be able to discern spirits. You don't want them to be able to get information. Who said? right? Yeah, intuition. The Most High God finds a way. Well, it will reveal to you the pathway. It is a revealer. So how could you tell me not to use the gifts in the many ways that the Spirit reveals onto us? It reveals. Yeah, competition. It doesn't have to be a competition. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Am I an empath? Yes, I do pick up people's emotions. I can sense. I'm very sensitive to emotions. Yeah, the high is good. Again, a high is good. And being a conduit. I am a conduit. Do people understand what a conduit is? Did we bring the book? Give us 1 second. We gotta go get the book. So we get, pretty much down into it. Let's just see. Because it's something with that, right, that people don't always understand. So when we can get into the definition of something, then it just, is helpful. Let's see. Do they don't even put the word conduit in here. DUIDUDC. They don't even say it. But conduit is the same thing like it's conduction. The act of transporting something. Transmission through a conductor. So if I'm the conduit, then something is being transmitted through me. Conduct, a personal behavior or the way of managing something. Managing what? Managing a certain energy that's being transmitted through you. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can let you act through me. So I'm the conduit that the Most High God is using to act through. Am I transmitting light, electricity, heat, or sound? Yes, I am a transmitter of light. Oh, a person or thing that directs or leads. She is the conductor of an orchestra, right? A substance or a body that's capable of transmitting. Yes, transmission through a thing. So who can allow you to allow a being, a conduit, to allow the Most High God to act or transmit a message through you, information through you, a conduit. I offer myself to you. I am a willing and surrendered vessel to be used as a conduit, right, for your highest good. And we literally pray that with every single message we deliver. May the Most High God come in and use us. We are a willing and surrendered vessel for them to bring their message through. Therefore, I am a conduit onto you for the highest good. And having those things revealed means that they are revealed in a very, however the way they want to use it. Everything is a vessel for the Most High God to use. These cards are vessels for them to use to bring their highest good through. They transmit information. People don't think about it like that. They want to cornhole what a conduit is and what it could be. Yeah, that's a challenge. Right? That's a challenge. So may I embrace all tests. Allow me to flow with what cannot change. Let me embrace all tests. The past cannot change. You have already experienced that which was, right? And you cannot go back and make it be something else. You must honor it, right? Can you honor the past? And when you honor it, can you look at it and say, it made me better? It made me faster, stronger, smarter, right? I'm aware, I have experience, I know, right? And therefore, you can use that all for your good. Let me embrace the test and release any fear of loss, knowing that all can be replenished with the ease by divine will. The Most High God will give you it all back. Everything that you think you lost, you haven't lost anything. When you embrace the test, you realize that you gained something that was so much more valuable. And whatever you have attained and is for you, it will return to you. It is never lost. Energy is never lost. Energy is never lost. So it's like being able to release the attachment, knowing that you are protected. Your divinity protects you. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can trust that the perfect relationship always arrives on time. Let me feel worthy and deserving of love. Releasing all attachments. Attachment to the past, attachment to the future. Be fully present in the now and be used in the now for the highest good. Everything that is for you will be with you. It's understanding how to have a deeper relationship with the divine that connects all things. Being free in your spirit. Sovereign. The ability to traverse, to go. Because I'm seeing the word traverse. Yeah, to be open and available. I am open and I am available. Somebody has been freed through the crumbling of a past foundation. It was a freeing event. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you even the most baffling problems. I don't understand why, but if you can offer this to the Most High, that lack of understanding, then they will reveal. It says, knowing you'll carry me to the right solution at the right time. If I am utterly open, which means unattached, right? You are receptive and you are available to be used as a conduit. You are ready. Thank y'all again. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega who does all things. For again, we are a conduit onto them. And I know that they use the past, the hurt, the adversity to grow us, to strengthen us, to prepare us for the work. We've been on a long journey. And I'm feeling like that journey, a phase of it, a cycle of it has come to an end. And I'm getting the energy of like, now let the real work begin. See? Somebody's soul is longing. Y'all see them go in there and pull those cards out. If you felt like you were missing out on something, maybe it's time to realize the hidden truth. That everything that you feel like didn't go right was preparing you to take you where your soul wants to be, what it has for you. And it is the feeling of being discontent and feeling left out where you discover your magic, like that light that's coming from within. And this will guide you. It's giving spiritual guide. It's giving like, I don't know why I'm feeling like a friend. But where you're going, you don't know these people. You have never met them. But your soul knows them. And it's like something about letting yourself be guided. And it's given through the mystery, through the darkness. There's no light. You created confirmation. Can you go? Do you feel comfortable enough? Do you feel prepared, bold, willing to take the courage, to pack the fear up and take it with you? That you do it despite of. And that fear, even itself, is something that will help you. Why does it help you? Because it makes you cautiously optimistic. It makes you cautiously impulsive. You look before you take off, beloved. Thank y'all again. I love you. To the next now. Have a great rest of the day. It feels like the spirit got something else to say. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Look on it with positivity and how it prepared you for where you are today in the present and where the spirit is getting ready to take you. It's something about needing to positively reframe how you see it, to honor it, to speak something to it, because it prepared you for what's next. Thank you guys again. I love you. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe. Mwah.